Looking at your phone at 3 a.m. When you agree to go out and the time to go out is getting closer. When everything goes too well for 3 days in a row. According to a study, women are actually happier with less attractive men. Me. Hope. Me in my room fighting my imaginary villain with all the material arts I learned from the movies I watched. Me starting at the chat I never talk in. Me in group pictures. Me trying to control my laughter in a serious situation. Teacher, everyone get in group of 3. My friends. Me. When you finally get the water out of your ears after swimming. I lie down in my bed. I get comfortable. My dream makes that weird fall thing. Bread. Cold butter. Me looking around at different things to avoid looking people in the eyes. Everyone felt that. Fastest things in the world. Bugatti Chiron. Cheetah. MiG 15. Me falling in love with someone who clearly doesn't like me back. When you do something really embarrassing, but you wake up and realize that it was a dream. Google, help. Somebody logged into your account from an unknown device. You might be a victim of hacking or identity theft. Me. It's me, you idiot. My brain, touch that bruise you just got. Me. Okay. Touches it. Ouch. That hurt. My brain. Do it again. When someone asks you to speak about yourself for 2 minutes and all of a sudden you don't know who you are. Scientist, explaining why it's bad to stay up late. Me staying up at 4 a.m. watching him explaining. Me, rests head against bus window. The bus driver. Let's go off-road. Me thinking about that one t-shirt I haven't seen in a while. Me, is using hand sanitizer. A wound I didn't know existed. Bonjour. When you're in the shower and you forget your towel. Mama. When you're at a restaurant and the waiters come out singing happy birthday to you. I want to dead. Me after reading one line of terms and conditions. I've seen enough, I'm satisfied. Going back to bed after successfully wasting the entire day. How I sleep knowing my opinion offended someone on the internet. Me, stands up too quickly. My entire body. You test the pool water with your feet and it's warm. You jump in. It's the same temperature as when you felt it. You have a gaming console. No. Said. I'm the gaming console life plays me. Same. Wait, you forgot me. Same. Me. Oh how nice. That car stopped to let me cross the road. My brain. Do a little run. When you and your friend are in an argument, so you Google it, and you were right. How it feels when playing on the beach. How it feels afterwards. When they text you while you were texting them, and you have to change your whole text. A poor bag of soil who did nothing wrong. Me at Home Depot. Mom, the food isn't that hot. The food. The food. The fork. The knife I brought for no reason. I have finally found it. The image that perfectly describes what a Sprite tastes like. The first week, after getting a new hobby, it defines who I am. When your seatbelt turns sideways in its hole, and just up and do. Me coming out of my room, after sleeping for 12 hours, to do nothing productive for the rest of the day. Soap when drop it in the shower. People telling me that I'm a good listener. Socially awkward me who doesn't know how to reply. When you finally come home and see your PC after being on a vacation for 2 weeks, you're as beautiful as the day I lost you. How it feels when you're the last still awake in a sleepover. Me getting the 3 brain cells that I brought to my midterm. Thank you all for coming. When your mom rearranges the furniture while you were out. I have no memory of this place. Me sleeping peacefully in rainy days. 20 minutes of studying. Gaming 24/7. Perfectly balanced. As all things should be. My organs watching me take 800 milligrams of ibuprofen on an empty stomach and chase it with 2 energy drinks. The therapy dog after I share all of my problems. When you're the quiet friend in the group and they ask you something. Oh, I'm sorry, I have dialogue. I'm used to just staring intensely. When someone says something controversial, but you don't have enough energy to write a massive 12-part series on how they're wrong. Me fighting 49 arguments in 17 Discord servers. When you pour a bowl of cereal and then find out you don't have milk. When you realize that God is using you for another person's character development. Me pulling up next to a vehicle with blackout tint. Alright then, keep your secrets. Hard to swallow pills. Literally any pills, I suck at taking them. Me. Wall of thoughts that aren't even moving anywhere that I need in the school. My brain, do it. Me. Why? My brain, just do it. Me. Okay. My parents when they have to wait on me for 5 minutes. My parents when I have to wait on them for over 2 hours. Me is about to leave a bench. Person sits next to me. Me waiting a few extra minutes before leaving so I don't hurt the person's feelings. The original dream you were having. The dream you have when you try to continue the original dream after your sleep was broken. People, hey, how is life? Me. Not only am I clueless, I'm also broke beyond compare. Looking up the YouTube channels you grew up with. Now all they make is cringy Fortnite videos. Me reading in my head. Me when I'm asked to read out loud. When you're cutting wrapping paper and the scissors start gliding. Me holding my breath for no reason while watching the protagonist in the movie hold his breath. Terms and conditions. Do you trust me? Me without reading them. With every cell of my body. Drinking the whole water bottle in one sip at 3 AM. When the teacher is near and you have to pretend that you're working. Me, the quiet kid seeing quiet kid memes. I'm inevitable. Me when someone angers me in real life. No worries is okay. English I learned from school. English I learned from the internet. Me and the boys, after gaming 4 days straight, because we have nothing better to do. Me, decides to spend whole day studying. Me after 5 minutes of studying. I think it's time to take a break. Me looking at the people around me to make sure they can't hear my music through my earbuds. When you hear someone walking towards your room, but you don't recognize the footstep pattern. When you can't open the child-proof medicine bottles. Me watching 30 episodes of a show in one sitting. Me when I have to watch a 10-minute video for a class. Me after running for a few minutes. Random pain at the side of my abdomen. Bonjour. The cereal bag before I take it out of the box. The cereal bag after I take it out of the box. When you step on your dog's tail and it does the whine. How it feels when you sit on a beach ball that you pushed underwater. Buys groceries for 2 weeks. First meal. Lembas. 1 bite is enough to fill the stomach of a grown man. How many did you have? 4. Me. The back of my head after a haircut. Hey man, it's been a while. How you doing? It's kind of blurry. Listen, I need a favor. That's better. Thank you for watching this video. Tune in at 4 PM British time for a video of changing topic, and at 7 PM for daily juicy memes. Check out my Discord server using the link in the description. Also be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe if you didn't already.